The old earth, and the earth is separating. We're going to be going into a totally different dimension by raising the frequencies and vibrations of the earth. It will shift into a new dimension. And this is the greatest show on earth because they said all the beings and all the universes are watching, because this has never happened to in any universe anywhere, that an entire planet will shift into a new dimension. And when this happens, it's like two earths, as though they split. The old earth is left behind with all the negativity and all the chaos. And the new earth separates, and it will be totally new and beautiful. Now, those who have raised the vibrations and frequencies of their bodies will shift into the new earth. And a lot of this is happening right now.
Aries season. Impulsive, aggressive, yet pioneerish. Why did I pick this instrumental of all instrumentals? I never even heard this song before. Realized devils need advocates. Not claiming any sides. This is that new controversial song. I gotta even read the title. All I did was pull up his name, Little Nobody. The song is called Montero. The controversial video of Aries season. Let me just start off by saying rituals are real. That birthday that just passed, that was my brother's birthday first, okay? Was also a ritual day. I'm gonna leave it at that. Aries is the first fire sign. It's a cardinal sign, which means it initiates things. So war is initiated with Aries season. A push of energy. You know, everything has its ups and downs, its bads, its goods, its pros, its cons. The only thing I could say about this one, not necessarily out with the old and in with the new, but like upgrading the old to the new. I don't know, I'm interpreting this in many ways. If you didn't see the video, the song doesn't have a bad beat. I have no idea what the lyrics are. I really don't care to know. With this Neptune and Pisces energy, I'm just learning to flow and consciously release those energies, because that's what Neptune and Pisces is about. Aries season is about introducing things and starting, getting the spark to start, getting the guts to spark. It's also about self-realization. So if this man realized he needed to present the world with certain things, what is Age of Aquarius going to do but support his uniqueness? That's why I have Marvin the Martian, my favorite stuffed animal of the future. And I have my favorite teddy bear, Teddy, from my past. Welcome to Addicted to Astrology with TMZ. This is a quick week in review, even though it's already Friday. We're going to go back to Wednesday, go to Up About Sunday, because I'm going to be back on Sunday, but I still want to finish the parts 3 and 4 of Pluto returns, as well as Neptune returns. So let's get through this and then check me out. Don't forget to like, comment, view, and subscribe if you haven't already. And then check out my next couple of videos, because they're going to be deep. Peace. All right, I had to get my fishbowl of wine. I also am going to pour some water, if you don't mind, in my new cup. Shout out to Amina and MREC TV on YouTube here, as well as they have a Patreon. Amina has a Patreon. She also is on MREC's Patreon. This is my favorite saying other than BONG. Yeah, I said it. So shout out to Amina, the Earth. On MREC TV, they have a show called The Blackout Show. So if you haven't tuned in, please check it and go to MREC. That is MREC TV on YouTube, as well as Instagram. He's also on Facebook. Again, they have a Patreon. Support Black businesses. All right, I also want to support the Blue Nile real quick on Georgia Avenue in Washington, D.C. They have a new crystal store that I just visited. Someone please remind me what this crystal is. I can't remember, but I know I'm keeping them all right here in the breast bank. The rose quartz, definitely about love, beauty, all things Venus. Venus just moved into Taurus a couple of days ago. Thank you. We're going to definitely go into that. Then I have my pyrite, I believe. That is for the glitz and glamour and financial freedom that I am manifesting day by day. I have all my medicines here. I want to shout out the Blue Nile again for my newest medicine that's making me feel oh so good. Not medicines, natural holistic medicines, vitamins. This is magnesium from the Blue Nile. Also got my sea moss over here. Sea moss pills. I made sea moss gel, but that's in the refrigerator. Pysogenio, don't forget, opens your third eye, as well as takes care of allergies and asthma. People that smoke like me. Got my vitamin C all day. Take zinc. Black seed oil, child. We gotta get it all in, because who knows what's out here. I don't think the Rona is real, but I do know it's something's going on. Neptune and Pisces is also about you know, checking your health mentally as well as physically and spiritually. So it might be a little spiritual warfare out there. Put this in my ear, Mulaney. Oh, child, I got it all. Even got vitamin C and powder for the kids, because they don't like to take the big horse pills. So I'm down. And of course, this keeps me straight too. Let's get into it. Speaking of things to light, I'm going to light my frankincense and myrrh incense that I got from the Blue Nile. If y'all haven't checked out the Blue Nile, it's right on Georgia Avenue in Hobart, right above, north of Howard University. If you're coming uptown, you know where it's at. That's my lighter, child. All right. And now that I've spent 2 minutes of your time telling you about the things that you can do other than that jab or that test up your nose. Also put frankincense, smell it, from the essential oils. I do that for just rejuvenating myself. It makes you feel like you have a fresh start, even if it's 12 o'clock at night like it is now on April 16th. 2021, let's get busy. I don't want to take my black seed oil on camera, because this is what helps the most. Black seed oil cures everything except death, so don't forget that. All right. Aries, the first sign. We are in the last 5 days of Aries, because Aries season is almost over on April the 19th. Actually, the last 3 days, 4 days, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, yes. So Aries is going out with a bang. And the bulls are coming in slowly but surely. The bulls are our Taurus gang. All right, there's more for you to see what you want and desire, what you value, and people want to hear from you too. So that's the theme of coming in from Aries season going into Taurus season. On again today, not today, I want to do this on Wednesday. On April the 14th, which was Wednesday, because now it's Friday, we had Venus entering Taurus, and she's at home in Taurus. When she's at home in Taurus, she feels beautiful. You know, like when you're at home, you feel comfortable. You are, you know, secure in yourself. It's all about the five senses with Venus being at home in Taurus. Taurus has to do with security. It has to do with all things Venus. Your finances, how you sense things. Like, speaking of your five senses, you want to smell things. So that's why I had the incense going. You want to smell good. Do some candles or oils, lotions. You want to feel good, so shea butter is what I do. Meditation to get myself grounded. We'll also talk a lot about that in Taurus season and how to ground yourself. Hearing, just playing some good music that makes you feel good, some motivational music as well. Seeing, you want to look good to others as well as others look good to you. And so I feel like a lot of people are going to be connecting just because of the beauty of Taurus season and Venus being home in Taurus. Did I do all 5 senses? Good music, good food. Tauruses love to eat. And every Taurus I have in my family loves to eat expensively. So my Taurus daughter, even though it's her birthday next Thursday, actually, she'll be 20, the big 2-0, in her second decade in less than 5 days. So yeah, let's get it popping. She's an Earth Day baby. Shout out to Milan, my firstborn, my mommy junior, my precious princess senior, because I have 2 precious princesses. All right, so good music, good food, good smelling scents, good looking and touching, good feeling. All right, on the 15th, happy birthday to those. It was a few birthdays in Aries season today. The 15th is also my day in November, so shout out to all 15s in every month. All right, what is going on the 15th? Yes, how could I forget? I thought this was actually for tomorrow, but yesterday, the 15th, the sun sextiled Jupiter, and the sun is doing a lot of transits, actually. The sun is sextile in Jupiter at 25 degrees. The sun is still in Aries. Jupiter is in Aquarius, so that's sextile, meaning that they are compatible signs, fire and air, coming together with quick, creative energies that are going to create opportunities. This one, sun being illuminating, Jupiter being the planet of expansion and luck. Possibilities coming out the yin-yang movement, exciting news. I definitely always get calls lately because the sun has been illuminating and transiting with so many planets, especially Jupiter and Aquarius. And it's just been a whirlwind of opportunities. However, things were slowing down with that Mars squaring Neptune. This frankincense is smelling good, but it's all over me. All right, so hopefully on yesterday, Thursday, April the 15th, you had some exciting opportunities, some exciting calls. I did read some exciting messages coming in on line, so that's great. I did have a great Tantra class last night. That made my whole day. So shout out to Renee, who held that Tantra class. She's also on Instagram. I'll put her links. I don't believe she's on YouTube, though. Then today we have the sun squaring Pluto. Big deal because Pluto is coming into its return, which is what my whole studies have been about this week and what I'm doing my videos on. After this one, I'll be wrapping up with the Pluto returns video. But sun squaring Pluto, this is a big deal, and it's also could be a letdown if you let it, okay? Pluto is the planet of transformation. Pluto is in Capricorn. It is at 26 degrees, excuse me. And the sun is in Aries at 26 degrees. So they're almost they were squaring exact today. So this is like, see my transformation with the sun illuminating Pluto. However, Capricorn, the reality check planet, or the reality check sign, Pluto is being ruled by Saturn because it's in Capricorn. And Saturn is that reality check planet. So it's saying this is like an authority figure. And this happened on yesterday, the 15th. So I'm thinking, because I left my youngest with my mother, my authority figure, I left my youngest with her. I feel like when we come pick her up tomorrow, it's going to be something. So, especially about the things we discussed today. So me and my oldest are the one who's a Taurus. We are moving into starting our own businesses, and we got a loan for these businesses we're starting. So we were shooting this but happenings that we're planning, these plannings with my mother. What sun square Pluto does is that it may bring up a fear because your authority figure is telling you that it's not a good idea. Not only that, you know, I'm trying to move again from the DC area. And she kind of shut us down about that too. This is the opportunity for you, especially with an Aries season, Aries being the first sign of the zodiac sign, the motivator, the pioneer, the could be a little bit impulsive, but a leader at that. It's the first sign, it's the first house energy. Your life purpose nowadays is to step into your self-realization and let people know that thank you for your concern, but this is my life basically, and I need to live it the way I see fit. And I feel like everybody's making some kind of changes right now where they are needing to come to self-realization. You know, it's great to agree and have social groups or soul families that you belong to, but at the same time, you are your own individual. So you belong to you first. Therefore, whatever you are trusting in yourself is what's best for you, period. Also, today on April the 16th, we have Mars trining Jupiter. Mars in Gemini, Jupiter in Aquarius. Again, that's the air signs when they trine. So that's the same element collectively working together. Trine is when the opportunities are coming in a fast hurry, and it's collaborative through the elements. Sextiles when it's not as fast, but it's definitely creative, and it's definitely something that is worked out beautifully because it's compatible signs working together. So this trine at 26 degrees of Mars in Gemini and Jupiter in Aquarius. This is when the newness that's already coming in from the Aries season can move forward quickly. Like I said, trines mean there's a rush of energy coming in. So expect some great stuff going on today because I'm making this at midnight and we haven't even got started with our weekend yet. This whole weekend, because this will last for a few days, this energy. And with the newness, you're ready to move forward quickly. You're ready to make significant and personal changes. Again, we're dealing with those Aries self-realization, self-value with Taurus in Venus and Taurus. You're valuing yourself a lot more. And you're ready to make these significant and personal changes, especially with Jupiter expanding on the action you take with Mars, expanding on the action that you're going to take or initiate, because this is you stepping into it in the newness energy of Aries season. Now, again, because these two are happening, a square and a trine on the same day, don't let anybody of any elder, respect your elders, but don't let elders stop you from this energy, this energetic push that is basically your decision. Life is your choice. Your life is your choice, okay? You are mature enough, which is what Capricorn energy wants you to be. You are trusting and ready and responsible. And I'm talking to myself. There's many things once I do get this blessing from Venus with my finances. There is many things that I have planned for and I'm going to take action on. Not going to procrastinate because it's coming into Taurus season. You know, I'm really just trying. Taurus season will give us the clarity and the structure that Capricorn and Pluto wants us to have. Okay. This is about being pro-you. You know, you're not anti-others just because you're pro-you. You do what you do for you, not for others, okay? Let's just stick with that and let's keep moving. All these masculine energies, Aries season, Mars and Gemini, the Aquarius planet, Saturn and Jupiter, these are all masculine energies. And the Capricorn energy, which is feminine energy, wants us to be responsible. However, you're deciding for yourself. So these masculine energies are strong energies. Pluto, however, is a really strong planet. It's ruled by Scorpio, which is a feminine energy. It's in Capricorn, which is a feminine energy. Working with masculine and feminine energies, each time you move into a new season, it's back and forth. So learning how to balance these energies out in yourself is the goal of life. Aries is masculine, Taurus is feminine. Gemini is duality, but it's mostly masculine. Cancer is feminine. So you see how it balances back and forth. 6 feminine signs, 6 masculine signs. All right. And this is what we've been working on all with pretty much the last year. Transforming, changing in areas of life, especially with our finances and our households. It's all going to come full circle once you see the Pluto return next year. It definitely is. There's a lot of Cancer energy when Pluto returns in other planets, Mercury especially. There's even Aquarius energy. We'll get to that in the other post, but it's all these things tying in right now between 2019 to 2022 when it drops in February. You'll see why everything panned out the way it did. Now, tomorrow on April 17th, we have Mercury, we have Jupiter, we have Mars, and Pluto, all at 26 degrees. Now, 26 degrees is important because they're all conjunct, okay? Mercury is in Aries still, Jupiter's in Aquarius, Mars is in Gemini, Pluto's in Capricorn, all in the same degree. These are important conversations with self, okay? Because it's still in Aries season under the Aries sun. Mercury conjuncts the sun in Aries the next day at 28 degrees. So Mercury will be like, all of them are like around 26, between 25 and 27, but they're still conjunct. So they're all having conversations. Mercury's communicating, Jupiter's expanding, and bringing us the luck and abundance. Mars is taking the action, being the motivator, the pioneer, the leader, sometimes impulsive, especially in Gemini. And Pluto is transforming it all. Then on the 18th, with Mercury conjuncting the sun, this is the sun, the blended energies of communication and illuminating all things communication. This is like communicating with yourself again, because we're still in Aries. We're still, both of those planets, Sun and Mercury, will still be in Aries. So it's communicating with yourself for the last time before we go into Taurus season, the 28th degree. The 18th is the last, technically the last full day of Aries. Don't get me on the time when it switches on the 19th, but half of the day is Aries, the other half will be in Taurus. So people, as we wake up, especially in Aquarius season, and become more aware of our social groups, our uniqueness with ourselves, your authentic self, the new you is going to be very present to everyone. Everyone is going to be, hopefully, in one aspect or another, understanding themselves a lot more. Aries season catapult us into this self-awareness, coming out of Pisces season, detaching and breaking down and separating from the old things that we've gone through in our lives. And in Taurus season, on April 19th, this will bring more of what we want and need for ourselves. And it's so good to hear that, you know, because when you think of Taurus, you kind of think of stubbornness sometimes, the lower vibes, but the higher vibes of Taurus really brings goodness in almost everything, especially with that feminine energy, especially with the Venus being in Taurus, can kind of bring feminine energy into us all and understanding all our beauty and uniqueness of ourselves. That's why I have high hopes for us all. And just noticing our purpose here on earth. That's the really important thing. So I only discussed up to Saturday. I just want to touch one more thing on the sun squaring Pluto, because that Pluto being a slow planet, because the sun is still in Aries until Saturday evening. And going back to the new moon, we do have a full moon coming up, but we have a little bit over a week to discuss that. But going back to the new moon really quickly, with the sun squaring Pluto, the sun in Aries squaring Pluto in Capricorn, the cardinal planets, what came up with the new moon? That's new possibilities, beginnings, etc., what are the patterns that you showed? What are the bad patterns that you show at when new beginnings come? Basically, what happens when you get a new opportunity? or you discover new possibilities? What really happens? And I looked at myself, for example, of course. And I know that I get nervous, especially I'm definitely nervous about how to handle a business loan when I've never had a business. Okay, I get distracted, or I overthink things. I overwhelm myself. I get in my own way. I don't know how many of us do, but I get anxious. And I just realized with the sun squaring Pluto how I also let people talk me out of things or worry me to death. And that is definitely the old me, because as this year has passed, I've realized the power I have and I've stepped into it. But if anybody has felt like I've previously felt, are you self-sabotaging when these new opportunities come? Because this is a super important time, especially with me thinking that everybody's going to get some kind of blessings in Taurus season that are really needed. It's super important to be aware of how you take new possibilities or new opportunities. How do you take it when you get a new job? How do you take it when you get an offering to get married? How do you take it in new relationships? I also have a new relationship that it's already been a rocky start because I'm thinking back to old relationships, So Taurus is about security and safety and being practical and realistic with yourself. So I'm just going to start checking, especially even with the things that I don't do good. When there's a new energy coming in, I want new energies out of myself. So I'm checking my old energies, if that makes sense. Again, Taurus season is all about feeling stronger and grounded and self-realization and how to remain steady and strong, just like the bull. So I'm going to stop there. I'll be back on Sunday to talk about the upcoming week. I'm TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many. Zakia, enlightening every day. Shout out to Teddy and Marvin the Martian, who always have my back. Since 1977, and this one about 2011, I think, when I was a teacher. I got that because that was my favorite character on Favorite Character Day. Used to teach early childhood. Shout out to DCPS. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget to self-evaluate. Trust.